And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Bryson. And the pass hits, picked off. Touchdown, UTSA. What a great play by the defense, paying it off with the interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the teeth of double coverage. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're small.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right. doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense set on first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Barnes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Roadrunners send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
To the air. It's Bryson. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pen him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Anderson. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Blaine.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On target. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
UTSA 21, Kennesaw State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. It'll be a draw. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Caught behind the line. It's Ashley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Wants to throw. It's Bryson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Looking for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Offense getting set for first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Gets it past the marker. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going for it all. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bryson. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Dances away from the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Finds his man and they convert. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He'll throw it. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Dropping back, it's Bryson. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the...
He's going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Bryson. Lofts one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They'll throw it on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Reacted well to the... Just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going up top. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Bryson. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, this game one, it's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Shoots it to the left. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. Decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got room at the 35. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quick strike complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field. 3rd and 5, and it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Touchdown, Roadrunners! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
33, Kennesaw State, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that your defense is honest and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to get to him. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Makes a move. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO game.
Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield. That. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
UTSA, 33, Kennesaw State, 7.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you?
He lost one down the sideline. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those until you got them a little bit tired.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Roadrunners want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
Quarterback moving. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the stomping has commenced.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Using the quick game. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Line getting set on 2nd down. To throw, it's Bryson. Gonna take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. The 40. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
Off he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Tripped up for the tackle.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Bryson. They're trying to get to it. Flips it out in the flat. Ran through the contact. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
The give. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going for it on 4th down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.